Hi, I'm David Mulligan, and welcome to the Writers Bloc on Virtual Channel Network. Today we are going to take a look at James Cameron's Terminator 2, the sequel to Terminator. This is one of the movies that influenced me heavily to get into screenwriting and the film industry. It was a pretty amazing blockbuster, and a sequel at that, which is very interesting. Because most sequels don't happen to be better than the original. But in this case, I have to admit, it's just as good as the original. And the script, I'll have to say, the script is good, just the same as the first one is good. It's got a lot of neat stuff in there. And James Cameron writes very confidently, very boldly. And I think that if you are a screenwriter, this is a script that you need to read. Now, I know there is a version of the script that is in a book, a paperback. I don't know if it's still in print, but it has pictures in there, and it has pictures and deleted scenes. Really good. It's really good to have. I used to have it. I think I gave it to somebody a long time ago. But I got the script online. Finding Terminator 2 Judgment Day is very easy to find online. You can find it almost anywhere. The version that I have is not doesn't have page numbers, but it has scenes numbers, so we'll follow it by scenes. So let's go ahead and take a look at Terminator 2, written by James Cameron and William Wisher. And let's see this fantastic blockbuster movie. Let's see if there's anything on the page that sort of hints to the greatness of the writer, of the storyteller. So let's take a look. Okay, let's go to scene 6. Basically, we're seeing a voiceover, Sarah Connor's voiceover. And what I want you to take a look at here, if you look at the page, you'll see that, well, she's got a pretty significant monologue. Pretty significant voiceover. However, you can see that it's cut up in 3 different paragraphs with a space in between each, but it's in dialogue. I've seen this a number of times before. I'm not sure if I've ever used it myself, but I do like it. I do like the idea of if you have a lot of dialogue, instead of, if you have a big block of dialogue, it may not be wonderful for the reader. The reader doesn't want to have to read that much. You want to economize. However, sometimes you just want to have a long monologue. You need one, and it's important to the picture. And in this case, pretty much everything she says in this monologue is important for the audience. But it's a lot. And you don't want a big block, because a big block is intimidating. Well, maybe not intimidating, maybe annoying to the reader. So what he does is he breaks it up into paragraphs. But it's not action description paragraphs, it's dialogue paragraphs. So take a look at that. It's kind of neat. I think it's acceptable. I can't see why not. But something to consider with your own writing, especially if you have that big block of dialogue for your voiceovers. Moving on. I love this. Scene 9. Take a look at this. The doors bang open and Terminator strides in. The Mexican cook does a fast fade as Terminator walks towards Cigar, who is cursing in pain on the floor. With his deep-fried fingers, he struggles to get out the .45 auto tucked under his leather jacket. But he can't even hold on to it. Terminator takes it from him. Instead of pointing it at him, Terminator carefully examines the weapon, analyzing its caliber and operating condition. Terminator never threatens. That's a human thing. He just takes. Very nice. Not exactly what we see in the film, though it's implied. Some say, you have to write only what we see and what we hear in the script. But in this case, it says a lot. It says a lot about this Terminator, and in a very cool way, too. His behavior is encapsulated in this in a very good way. And I like it. It's very interesting. He could threaten, but in this case he doesn't, and that's very interesting. It's very different. Let's move on. Scene 11. This is good. If you go down towards the end of scene 11, you'll see Lloyd gapes, knowing he's screwed. Then Terminator reaches toward him. Oh, shit. And slips the sunglasses out of Lloyd's shirt pocket, puts them on. And blah, blah, blah. What I like about this is, oh, shit, then and oh, shit are sort of breaking the fourth wall with the little ellipsis there, the ... which is very cool. I like the way that he does this. In this case, he's communicating the audience's intended reaction to this, how they feel. Oh shit, then, can you do that? Yeah, sparingly. I don't know, I'm not as bold as this in my writing, but you know what? Reading this gives me a little bit of leeway, a little bit of a step in to do something like this. So something to consider for your writing. Read it if it speaks to you, if it's kind of cool what James Cameron is doing here on the page. Maybe this is something that you want to do in your writing. Moving on. Well, folks, that's it for today. Please join me next time when we continue to take a look at Terminator 2 Judgment Day by James Cameron and William Wisher. We'll see you then.